Welcome back to Houston Life. Turning now to the arts. In a fast-paced ride full of surprises, disguises, Sherlock Holmes, in the case of the Jersey Lily, is now playing at the Alley Theater through May 14th. It is so popular, the show was just extended for a second time, but it must close next week on May 14th. Lauren Kelly is live downtown this afternoon with a look at how you can check out this mystery comedy. Lauren, it is such a fun show, and I'm jealous you get to hang out with the cast today.
I know Derek and Brandon, you guys got to see it last week and you have been raving about it. That's why I was so thrilled to be here at the Alley Theater today to get kind of like the last couple of days in to have you guys chat about the show, which is a mystery comedy. Orlando, we're going to start with you. You play Dr. Watson. Why don't you tell our viewers a little bit about your character and the show as a whole?
Well, Dr. Watson, as we all know from the Arthur Conan Doyle books, he's just a support system for Sherlock. He's his aide. He's the guy that's always there for him. And that's how we played in this play. He's his helper, and he helps him solve the crimes. Do
you get to use the magnifying glass?
I was just talking about it. The only criticism I have about this show is no magnifying glass.
What? Okay.
Yeah. But you know what? I do a little bit of magnifying with my glasses. So
okay.
Those people that are into the details, you'll watch me do this. And that's me doing that.
That's an insider move. Now we know to look for. All right, Crystal, you get to play sort of a muse. You play Lily. What about your character should we know?
Ooh, Lily Langtree, a woman of many secrets. And I think that the fun of playing her is that she gets to slowly open up to the Houston audiences a little bit of the mystery that we all lean into with this mystery comedy. But it's a beautiful production, and we all have a blast doing it together.
I can tell you guys have a great connection. Now, Levin, let's talk about who you play. You play more than one person.
Yes, I actually played John Smythe and Abdul Karim. Abdul Karim actually is a historical figure that actually existed in real life, so it's really exciting to play kind of a really amazing Indian person who was alive during the Victorian era. And then John Smythe, who has a tough time because his boss is pretty incredibly evil. Oh. And his boss is Moriarty. And so the audience, I think, watches John Smythe, me, Levin, trying to get out of the situation and out of like a really bad time with his boss, who is not a good guy.
I feel like a lot of our Houston Live viewers can agree and kind of empathize with you when you say bad boss. I mean, not mine.
Maybe he's misunderstood, Moriarty.
Yeah. What I love about this, though, is Orlando and Levin, you originally are both from Houston, but Crystal, you got here as fast as you could, right? Where are you originally from?
Born and raised North Carolina, but I flew in from New York. But I'm really loving Houston.
And it's fascinating because you actually studied broadcast journalism and now you're here.
Yes, I was able to dive into finding the authentic stories that connect us as human beings, much like you do. And it's been a wonderful journey ever since pursuing acting and seeing that we all as a community can come together, especially in the theater.
Absolutely.
So really
I just love it. The show is so great. Like you said, Derek, it's been extended. Now, May 14th is the last time that you're going to be able to see it. But go to alleytheater.org and get your tickets there because it is a must-see. You guys, comedic timing is amazing. And can we just acknowledge, Orlando, the mustache? You don't need the magnifying glass when you have that kind of a mustache.
You know what? I've never worn it this way. I did it for the first time about a couple of months ago. My wife loved it.
And so now you'll have it for the rest of your life.
Never will I take it off. Yeah.
All right, thank you guys so much. Don't go anywhere, though. We've got lots more from the stage here at the Alley Theater for Sherlock Holmes, which apparently is just a great cast all around. The show's phenomenal. Derek, we're going to hit you back in just a little bit with more right here from the Alley Theater. But for now, back to you in studio.
All right, sounds like a plan. Also, with all the bad weather outside, it is a great day to get inside and go see a show.
Definitely.
All right, Lauren, we'll see you in just a bit.
Well, I don't know if you guys could tell throughout the show. I'm pretty sure that me and the cast of Sherlock Holmes here at the Alley Theater have had quite a fun afternoon on this rainy day, which is, by the way, a perfect time for you to log on, grab tickets to Sherlock Holmes, and then join us for one of these shows because it's going to be ending soon and you don't want to miss out. Orlando, what we were just kind of talking about is you guys are such great friends on and off stage. Do you have a favorite moment so far from the shows that you've been in here?
Absolutely. There's several, but let me just do one. usually Sherlock hands me things to read. That's what Watson does, just read his notes for him. And the props department here at the Alley is fantastic because they'll type out the words that you're supposed to say in the letter. But this one time, they handed me a note that had nothing on it, and I did not memorize it. So I had to streamed words came out. And Todd who plays Sherlock, had to make sense of what I said and try to turn it around and give details about what truly was said.
Well, what came out?
I
have no
you know,
It was pretty close.
Yeah, it wasn't like, you were an incredible
I went
improviser.
to another place at that time. I don't remember.
Levin, let's talk a little bit about your character and some of your favorite moments. I know that we were kind of looking at the set here, and you even acknowledged, look at all the skulls in the background.
Yeah, there's so many. I mean, this is like Sherlock's office, so there's a lot of like cool things that Lawrence, who was our set designer, created for his entire room. And another part of the set that I use is this window, which opens, and at one point, and this is another blooper. I think we were on the blooper like timeline. I actually have to jump out of this window. I won't tell the viewers when. You'll just have to see and come and see the show and see why I jump out the window. But my leg actually got stuck on the bottom of this.
I feel like I knew you were going to say that.
And I just not face planted, but kind of slid into home base back there.
Fantastic. A nice crashing noise for the audience, I'm sure. Well, Crystal's not doing any jumping because you have an exquisite corset that you have to wear, right?
I'm just walking very carefully. But I have the privilege of wearing a corset the entire show, and the costume designers made gorgeous, exquisite costumes. You have to come see Lily Langtry's wardrobe. But I do some quick changes. So I run backstage in the dark, and there's a team of amazing dressers that help me take off a skirt, put on a new outfit. I've got the corset, I've got earrings and jewelry and hats and gloves and purses. Oh my.
As a joke, has anybody ever put your stuff on backwards?
You know what? I actually one time put on an undergarment that would be slightly visible backwards, and I went on stage, but luckily the tag was covered. So I was able to just play it off, and the jewelry kind of camouflaged it.
Well, you guys have been fantastic. Thank you for sharing all of this fun with me this afternoon. Sherlock Holmes now playing at the Alley Theater. Like we've been saying, jump online, get your tickets at alleytheater.org. It's only running through May 14th. And there was a reason it was extended twice. One of the best-selling shows in recent history here at the Alley. Derek, I know why you loved it so much. This cast is great, and I'm definitely going to catch a show before it ends.
It's so good. And that window scene where he jumps out of the window, there's a funny sound effect. There's a whole thing. You got to check it out. It's such a good time.
Sounds good.
Thanks, Lauren.